numbers are straight from CNN. Straight from CNN. We're discussing Donald Trump's new approval rating directly from CNN, guys. Now, I know what you might be saying, but Trump, he's a dictator. No, he's not. No, he's not the N-word or whatever you want to call him. Nazi, whatever. No, he's not. Today, we're discussing this video that CNN posted about Trump's approval rating. I'm going to play it for you guys. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Let me fix my hair a little bit. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. Still could brush it or comb it down a little bit, but oh well, haters gonna hate. We're talking about Trump's approval rating. These numbers are straight from CNN. People are gonna be losing their minds in the comments. They were losing their minds yesterday over the whole Alligator Alcatraz thing and the big beautiful bill passed, and they were losing their damn mind over that. I think hate records are at an all-time high yesterday. Maybe we got 10 death threats in the comments. Just because you don't like Trump or my political views doesn't mean you have to send death threats. We know you're not going to kill me, so it's completely pointless. And also extremely immature. Don't send that to anyone online, guys. That ain't all right. You can go to prison for a long time for that. Just saying. But we're going to wait for some people to join in, and then we're going to show you the numbers of the CNN polling. CNN polling says 63%. We all know CNN is full of crap. So if they say 63%, the actual approval rating might be like 70%, which is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. I got some energy drink here. But we're talking about Trump's approval rating. These numbers come straight from CNN, Communist News Network. 63%, July 2025. He's doing better with the GOP than in his first term. CNN delivers sobbing news about Trump's historical approval rating. 63% compared to 2017 at 53%. Now, I apologize. I was saying 53% before. Those are some statistics I got. What up, Blood? What up? Some statistics I got said 53%, but these are, the recent approval ratings of Trump. They're saying 63%. 63%. Yesterday, we were getting a bunch of bullshit messages. Hate mail, hate comments. Guys, I don't care if you leave hate comments. Every time you click on my videos, that helps me a lot. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it at the end of the day. We're going to wait another minute or two, wait for some more people to get in here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what city or state or country you're coming from. Good morning, America. Good morning, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Hope everyone's having a good week. And yeah, we're going to be showing, Trump's approval rating, 63%. Don't worry, Blood. You got to keep going. Haters going to hate. Hell yeah, I'm never going to stop. Well, every comment helps. Trump's approval rating, 63%. Slap that like button. We got 40 people in here. 0 likes. I'm going to be showing you the evidence here in maybe another minute or so, but slap that like button. We got 40 people in here, 0 likes. Welcome in, John. Welcome in. I'm just drinking some energy drinks this morning in a cup with some ice. The ice melted, but we got 56 people in here now. Come on, guys. Let's get a couple likes rolling in. Slap that like. Why the hell would I drink a beer in the morning? I just want my overtime untaxed. Well, you voted for the right man then. You voted for the right man. All right, we got 70 people in here. Now we can finally show the video of CNN crying. Lefties losing it. Sobbing news for CNN. At least they're spreading an ounce of truth. I suspect the numbers might be higher than this if CNN is, saying that. Okay, let's show you guys now. Let's show you guys the incredible news.
Including the somewhat approves as well.
I mean, every politician would like this number here, especially to see it go up. How about compared to other presidents who were Republicans?
Yeah, it's history making. It's history making. What are we talking about here? So why don't we look back? We have all the presidents, Republican presidents, going back over the last 35, 36, 37 years. What are we talking about? GOP, who strongly approved 5 months in. Look at this. George H.W. Bush, Bush 41, 46%. Bush 43, 59. You see Trump, the first term, 53. But look at this, 63%. He beats all the other Republicans on the board here. And I was looking even back since Reagan. And get this, Donald Trump beats Ronald Reagan when it comes to the strongly approved.
Wow.
Coming off that high after that assassination.
Wow, Trump is beating Ronald Reagan's approval rating. Smash the like and subscribe button. This is from your favorite news network, liberals, radical leftist, Democrat, whatever you like to call yourself, from your favorite news network. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Trump 2028.
So the bottom line is Donald Trump is making history with the Republican base. He is more beloved by this Republican base than any Republican base loved any GOP president 5 months in. It is history making.
Oh, I think I need a cigarette after all that. And here's some sobering news too for the rhinos, the Republican in name only members who think they'll reclaim the GPO from Donald Trump. Wrong.
You do not want to go against Donald Trump because the Republican base is with Donald Trump. And it's not just the polling. We actually have the data to show that the Republican base is with Donald Trump. The times Trump endorsees won the GOP primary for governor and congressional races. Look at this. 2024, 96%. 2022, 95%. 2020, 98%. The bottom line is this. 95% plus of the time the Trump endorsed candidate wins in GOP primaries. And even in the cases where Donald Trump endorses a challenger to an incumbent, the majority of the time, that challenger wins. So Donald Trump is a winner in Republican primaries. You go against Donald Trump, to quote the movie Good Burger, you go in the grinder.
Joining me now is host of Sarah Gonzalez on...
That's right. You go against Trump, you go in the grinder. That's 110% right. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from, what city, what state, and other news. Trump also cursed again yesterday. He said that son of a bitch Biden wants me in Alligator Alcatraz. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How's everybody doing out there? Pooh Minshew. Trump cursed twice in a week. He said that son of a bitch Biden wants me in Alligator Alcatraz. Good to hear that you're doing good. Smash that like button. We got 127 people in here. Only 2 likes. Let me know where you guys are coming from as well. I love to hear it. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, you can drop a super chat. Super chat questions take priority over anything else. We read every single super chat out loud. All questions and comments, any requests, we take them all via super chat. South Carolina. Shout out South Carolina. We love South Carolina. Imagine being mad that Trump is your president. That would be a sad life to live. You just wake up every day, you're like, wah, Trump is president. Thoughts on the big, beautiful bill. It's not perfect, but I think the pros outweigh the cons. I'm not exactly sure what has been taken out of the bill either. I didn't vote out of fear of anything. You voted out of fear of Trump. You're scared of a big orange scary man. Orange man bad. Cult members, cult members, cult members. No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Fact. Nothing's wrong with the delicious energy drink. Okay, that's pretty funny. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from. If your favorite part about, what's your least favorite part about Trump? Let me guess, the due process. Is that right? Everyone spam down below. What's your least favorite part about Trump? If it's the due process, just say due process. No one's gonna sub? That's hilarious. I get over 2,000 subscribers a month right now, so I appreciate that. Hit the like and subscribe button. And people don't like being told what to do. Trump will help the midterms and we will win the GOP party. I'm not drinking wine. This is energy drink. No one drinks wine out of a glass like this. I don't buy novelty meme coins. Jeremy, you can hate all you want. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I love the Democrats have been extra angry the last 24 hours. You guys are going to have to send me more hate. Comment more hate down below because the big beautiful bill just passed. Trump went to Alligator Alcatraz. We opened a new ICE facility to send all the illegal immigrants into Alligator Alcatraz. And if they try to escape, the gators will be eating some Mexican takeout. They'll be eating some Mexican takeout, the gators will be, if they try to escape the Alligator Alcatraz. Because if you come into the country illegally and you're in Florida, you can expect to be sent to Alligator Alcatraz. Alligator Alcatraz. Legal immigrants are amazing. Legal immigrants are amazing. They are absolutely amazing people. Some of the best legal immigrants. Some of the best people in this country are legal immigrants. Smash the like and subscribe button. If there's any hate comments you want me to read out loud. If there's any requests for videos. Lol, the Democrat tears taste so good. So many wins. Thank you, Pooh Manchu. Yeah, you know that super chat makes them cry alone. That super chat will make the Democrats cry. It's not even about the figure amount. It's just the fact that it'll make them cry. And I really appreciate that, Pooh Manchu. The Democrats' tears taste so good. So many wins. Now listen, I don't agree with everything in the big beautiful bill. I know it's not perfect. I don't think it's a perfect bill in any shape or form. I don't know what's been taken out of the bill. We will find out that soon. But I know there's there's more positives in the bill than there's negatives. Now some people say we've been spied on at least since JFK was president. I kind of say since Edward Snowden told us about 15 years ago that the U.S. government is Big Brother spying on us. But either way, we know the government's been spying on us, and we know about this thing in the bill that's a subsidy for Palantir to spy on us with our own taxpayer dollars. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I hope they remove it out of the big, beautiful bill. But at the end of the day, if we have to have some bullshit like this in the bill to get no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, then I don't know. That kind of sounds like it might be worth it. Pardon Snowden. Absolutely, brother. I'm just going to kick you out, Jeremy. You're just an annoying hater. So please enjoy your time out. Goodbye. You don't get anything for hating. I don't care if you criticize Trump, if you drop a criticism for Trump, but don't just be spamming hate because you don't like me. Don't be just spamming hate because you don't like me. I don't care. You don't know the guy behind the hat. You just hate the hat. You don't hate the guy behind the hat. You don't know me as a person. It's okay. Hello, Submit. Hello, Justin Michael. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. I mean, not Friday morning. What the fuck did I just say? A Wednesday morning. Brain fart. My computer programming got kicked off. It's not Friday. It's Wednesday. Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. You're underrated, sir. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you, brother. Have a great day as well. Any extra vitamin C? Probably from some orange juice. What about vitamin tears? How about vitamin liberal tears? I have lots of those vitamins. Let me swallow the rest of these liberal tears I have right here. Just kidding. This is an energy drink. Liberal tears don't give you energy. If you don't like Trump, it's fine. But guys, CNN delivers sobbing news. I played it before a lot of you joined in. 63% approval rating for Donald J. Trump. 63%. Lol, trolls out thick this morning. Oh, they're thick out every morning. God bless Donald Trump, best president of our lifetime. You know, a lot of people in their 40s, their 50s, and 60s actually do say Trump is the best president of their lifetime. Dude, it's too damn early to argue with the libs. I like a fight every damn time of the day. I'm not here to argue with anyone. Lol, how old are you? Drop a super chat. I'll tell you how old I am. Or if you have any questions or any comments or any requests for some morning news, we can drop a super chat. We can talk about it. Should I play the video again about the approval rating for Donald J. Trump? Or should I play another video? Who hurt you so much that you're offended over a hat? According to CNN, maybe. Oof, excuse me. Trump is cool. Thank you, Submit. Thank you. Where are you from, Green? Huh? Where are you from? His approval isn't 43%. If he ran the election right now again, he would win more than ever. Okay, let me play it again to rub it in. And yes, I know what some of you are going to say. I can read. But if CNN is saying these numbers, I think that the numbers are much higher. Drop a big, beautiful super chat for any video request or anything like that. Look at your favorite news network. Or if you want to support the channel, drop a super chat. Any request, video request, comments you want me to read out loud, anything.
Who like Donald Trump. This is Republicans who love Donald Trump, and he's up like a rocket.
These are Republicans who love Donald Trump.
53%. That's pretty good. But look at where he is now. 63% of Republicans strongly approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing about 5 months into his presidency. Republicans love Donald Trump the way that Americans love Disney World. The bottom line is 63%. That is a huge...
Ken, why are you slapping your head? That's the highest GOP polling in history.
Base, and of course, it's just part of a Republican base in which about 90% of them overall approve of him, including the somewhat approves as well.
I mean, every politician would like this number here, especially to see it go up. How about compared to other presidents who were Republicans?
Yeah, it's history making. It's history making. What are we talking about here? So why don't we look back? We have all the presidents, Republican presidents, going back over the last 35, 36, 37 years. What are we talking about? GOP, who strongly approved 5 months in. Look at this. George H.W. Bush, Bush 41, 46%. Bush 43, 59. You see Trump, the first term, 53. But look at this, 63%. He beats all the other Republicans on the board here. And I was looking even back since Reagan. And get this, Donald Trump beats Ronald Reagan when it comes to the strongly approved 5 months. And of course, Reagan was coming off that high after that assassination attempt. So the bottom line is Donald Trump is making history with the Republican base. He is more beloved by this Republican base than any Republican base loved any GOP president 5 months in. It is history making.
Oh, I think I need a cigarette after all that. And here's some...
Why are y'all complaining? Best president in history. Drop a super chat for the Alligator Alcatraz. Drop a super chat for America. If you have any questions, comments, any requests for videos, I got, 5 or 6 videos I should have played yesterday that we still got to catch up on. That's right. Trump has higher approval rating than Ronald Reagan after his situation. It's crazy that this is CNN. Absolutely. I'm shocked. CNN actually, how old is that? Oh, great question. 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago.
Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Should we play some of Trump? I think we should.
Given the likelihood.
I canceled my midterms.
CNN is done. Oh yeah, not even the radical leftists watch it anymore. If you have any questions, anything you want me to read out loud, or you just love the country, or maybe you hate me, you got an insult for me, I read all super chats out loud. I don't care if it's an insult, if it's a compliment, if you love America, if you have any requests for video requests. But Donald J. Trump has all-time high approval rating. I'm still a little bit sick, guys. I'm still a little bit sick.
Yeah, it's not that far away from jails that take years to build, and money is spent and wasted, and you like the railway that they have in California that costs like 40 times more than it was supposed to cost. The same things happens with prisons. You look at this in a short period of time. Ron, James, and some of the people that really worked on it along with our people, they did this in less than a week. And you look at it, it's incredible.
Thank you.
Look, the incredible thing is picking the site, because the site was...
I'm feeling better day by day.
It might be as good as the real Alcatraz site. Yeah, it could be. Well, that's a spooky one too, isn't it? That's a tough site. But, so I think it could last as long as they want to have it. I mean, you may morph this into, your prison system, frankly, which I know you always need, unfortunately. I'd like to say it, a little controversial, but I couldn't care less. We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen.
Auto pen Joe.
People that have been here for a long time. People that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them. People that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together. But I think getting them out, we forget about them. We had some bad accidents in New York, and they're not accidents. They were done very much in purpose. People being pushed into a subway just before it arrives, going 40 miles an hour. And they're 10 feet away from where the thing is. You get pushed right into the face.
Send them to El Salvador, President Trump. Send those granny pushing criminals to El Salvador. It's the truth. It is the truth. Oh, funny that you're going to say I'm full of hate. Read the comments. He's doing America great. Smash that like and subscribe button. Let's get some super chats rolling. Let's get some big, beautiful requests. Let's get some big, beautiful super chats. The bill has 980 pages. Amazing, John. Amazing. Slap that like and subscribe button. I do indeed have one, Ferris. I'm not popular enough to be an influencer. This isn't a mustache. This is what delusion looks like and sounds like. MAGA. That's right. That's MAGA. Drop a big, beautiful super chat if you guys want to support the channel. If you have anything to say, super chats take priority and all requests are taken. MAGA, slap the like button. Subscribe. MAGA. Everyone spam the comments. MAGA. If you want to ask me a question, you should drop a big, beautiful super chat. All super chat questions are 1000% taken. I've never ignored one super chat in my life. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Our gas prices have gone down. Spam the comments. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Or if you love Harris, you can spam Harris. Cultist, 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 cultist. MAGA. Anyway, let's get back to DJT, Donald J. Trump. I have a couple moderators, just none of them are here right now.
And killed, and these are sick people. I'd like to get them out of here too. Yeah, please, go ahead. White shirt, glasses.
Julio Rosas, Blaze Media, sir. A couple months ago, I ran into former DHS Secretary Mayorkas, and I asked him a couple questions about his disastrous handling of the border. He didn't like my questions. But the number one question that I heard from people in responding to my video was, why hasn't he been arrested yet? Obviously you guys are cleaning up the mess that was made deliberately for the past 4 years, and so people want accountability. It's great to see that the
Hell yeah, I'm a
secured, and
God-fearing
it's great to see
man.
the state level cooperation. But I guess I would ask you, why hasn't he been held accountable, or anybody really?
Well, pardons were given out by to many people, and they shouldn't have been given out. Like the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs was given a pardon because they destroyed all of the information from 2 years of hearings, and they should be arrested, but they were given pardons. Was he given a pardon, Mayorkas? Was he not?
I don't believe so, sir.
Well, I'd take a look at that one, because what he did is it's beyond incompetence. Something had to be done. Now, with that being said, he took orders from other people, and he was really doing the orders. And you could say he was very loyal to them, because it must have been very hard for him to stand up and sit up and talk about what he allowed to happen to this country and be serious about it. So he was given orders. If he wasn't given a pardon, I could see looking at that. In fact, why don't you take a look at it, Kristen? He was impeached, but yeah, which was just a fake impeachment. It was a fake impeachment. Why don't you take a look at it? I think he was so bad. They were all so bad. Look, it was the worst president in the history of our country. We've had some bad ones, but he was the worst president. But somebody told Mayorkas to do that, and he followed orders, but that doesn't necessarily hold him harmless. So take a look at it. It's a very good question, actually. Thank you. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Mr. President, you and the Secretary have both said that many people have self-deported since you came back into office.
Yeah.
How many is many, and has the rate gone up? How do you see the tempo of that moving forward going on?
Many! Clicked off. Many people have self-deported.
We have had several 100,000, but also we have many that have self-deported, not even using the CBP Home app. When I have gone to these other countries to negotiate security agreements and information sharing on criminals, who's coming and going into their countries, they report that hundreds of thousands have come home that weren't on our radar, that they are coming home on their own and self-deporting because they want the chance.
You can protest for 3.5 more years. Trump will still be president. Peaceful protests aren't changing anything. If you want to support the channel, if you want to support content and increasing the quality of the content on the channel, or if you have any questions or any requests or any topics you want me to discuss, drop a big, beautiful super chat, or just drop a super chat. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from, what city, what state, what country. Really appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button. No one's losing their health care, buddy. Shout out Phoenix, Arizona. If you don't like it, Jesse, you could leave, you know? Fun fact. Shout out Manchester. How have we been losing money because of Trump? The stock market's at all-time highs. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much love. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Coming from radical liberal Massachusetts. Well, brother, I hope you at least have a beautiful scenery wherever you live, or a beautiful place wherever you live, even if it's crazy radical. What do you want? Why do you keep spamming hey? Bro, if you spam again, I'm going to have to kick you out. This is your last warning. Hell yeah, Natalie. Hell yeah. I'm from New Jersey. Shout out New Jersey. I saw your message. Okay, you're spamming as well. Kicked out. Does anyone want to be a moderator? We need some more moderators. We got a couple already, but let's get some more moderators. Barry, you want to be a moderator, Barry? Colt. No, you spam. No one that spams is going to be a moderator. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let him talk. Let me mod. I don't know, Joe. I haven't seen you in the comments too much. I don't know what your opinions are, or who you're going to kick out. It kind of scares me. I want someone that I'm actually familiar with in the comments to mod. Yeah, Pumanchu, you can mod. Out as a moderator. Just don't kick anyone out for any reason. If they just spam like the same thing 50 times in a row, then you can kick them out. God bless President Obama for his 3 million deportations. 80% of them didn't get due process. Thank you, President Obama. Shout out North Carolina. Why do you want to be kicked out? Is that your goal? Hey, welcome, Peter. You're a moderator, too. I don't know. How do you support Biden? He has rape allegations. We got 2 moderators in chat now. I think we're okay. Thank God Obama is out, right? He fucked up the insurance horribly. He'll be out of office this year. You want to bet money on it? You want to bet money on it? Trump is not going to be out of office this year, buddy. He didn't survive many assassination attempts just to quit because you don't like him. Actually, no, he's not convicted of anything. He was found civilly liable for money. That's not the same thing as being convicted, dumbass. Texas. Yeah, I've been to the Alamo. Shout out the Alamo. Biden sniffs little girls. Live on television. Multiple girls every single day.
To be able to go back to America someday. So we believe it's over 1 million, possibly more than that. I'm asking all of those countries for their information on what they have of individuals that may have returned home.
Shout out South Africa.
Of their programs to help them become a part of their civilization again too. So we know it's over 1 million, but we have to.
And his own daughters.
If they don't leave, they never get the chance to come back. If we have to take them out, and we will. They'll go out. But they never get a chance to come back.
If you want me to talk about Epstein, or if there's any requests for things you want me to talk about, drop a big, beautiful super chat.
a little bit easier for them to come back. Okay? Thank you. Good question. Thank you.
The bill is now passed in the Senate, but we are already hearing.
What are you talking about? He was never criminally convicted for any sexual assault charges. I don't know what you're talking about.
House who say they cannot get on board with the changes that were made.
XRP Army.
What is your message?
If you love crypto, and if you're happy that your crypto portfolios are going up under President Trump, drop a super chat. Or if you're happy that your stock market portfolios are going up under President Trump, drop a super chat. Lots of money is being made.
And just to be clear on the Medicaid cuts, you've promised not to cut Medicaid, said this is all just targeting waste.
Oh, the Democrats hate this.
Estimated 11.8 million people who could lose their health coverage, that is all waste, fraud, and abuse?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's going to be a very much smaller number than that, and that number will be waste, fraud, and abuse. And if you look, they took a much more liberal stance on the Medicaid situation than they could have. They had a tough stance and a weak stance. They took not a very strong stance on that to start off, and it's waste, fraud, and abuse, and everybody wants that covered.
What number is that? What analysis are you seeing?
I'm not seeing a number, but I know it's much less than the number you gave. And we really were very, very cognizant of three things. Social Security, we're going to take care of it beautifully. Medicare and Medicaid. And we are going to save it, whereas the Democrats are going to, you won't have it. They will destroy Medicare and Medicaid, and they have to because their numbers don't work. So it's not going to happen. They're the ones that have destroyed Medicare. They have made it so bad already, they're going to make it a lot worse. But now we'll be in charge, so we're going to have no problem with Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security. Thank you. Yeah.
Claire Ball with Wink News in Fort Myers. What is your direction?
Oh, wow.
To arresting?
Wow, Wink News in Fort Myers. I'm from Fort Myers, and we got a Fort Myers reporter in there. Wow, amazing. 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 Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know if you guys have any interesting questions. I haven't seen any interesting questions today. Joe haven't dunked on anybody. Kalma was at Diddy's Freak-Offs. Kamala, whatever you want to call her, was at Diddy's Freak-Offs. I do indeed believe that. So was Obama. He was in the Diddy court case. First off, the value of the dollar is actually higher than 2023 when Biden was president. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Second off, the stock market is at all-time highs. His birthday was a huge success, but that's not the important part. Millions of people attended America's military birthday. No, that's back when she was Indian. How are you, fella? I'm great. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm feeling better. Hopefully by tomorrow I'm completely good. It was a military parade for the Army. It was the anniversary, 250th year of, the Army. Fola B, you don't look like you've ever even bought a stock in your life. You probably don't know what even a stock is. No, there was lots of people at the parade. That's just propaganda you're spreading, Nathan. The No Kings protests, that was like 20K people. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Inside the United States, outside the United States, what city, what state. I love to hear where you guys are coming from. The parade was a huge success. You can keep hating all you want. It doesn't change the facts. Utah, shout out Utah. New York City. Florida is a rich state. Miami has some of the most wealthy people in America. So you can call it poor all you want. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Canada, Canada, Canada. Shout out Canada. I don't think it was 20K though. I saw the crowds. It was way more than 20K. It was bigger than one of Trump's rallies. Trump gets 500,000 people, 1 million people at his rallies. The United States military parade isn't getting 20K people. That's a hilarious joke of propaganda. Shout out South Africa. Shout out Germany. Let me know where you guys are coming from. I love to hear it. Someone dropped me a big, beautiful super chat. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to talk about, all super chat requests are taken. All questions are answered via super chat. Actually, they are super chatting, Cameron, but you can keep crying about it because people don't like to be told what to do. You don't deserve to even watch my channel, Dean, so you can keep crying about how Trump is your president. You got 3.5 more years. Keep crying, Dean. Keep crying. More liberal tears in my cup. More liberal tears in my cup, Joel. You got 3.5 more years. Normalize, you got 3.5 more years of Donald J. Trump. I'm being pretty chill. I'm just torturing them to death. I'll make them watch more Trump. Here, let's torture them. Make them watch more Trump.
Farm workers here illegally, other workers in industries that are
Colt.
critical to Florida's economy.
Well, we're very much cognizant of that, and as you know, I won the farmers by 92%, and I'm not going to be abandoning my farmers. We were strong on the borders, but we're also strong for the farmers and for others in the hotel industry, etc. You know, we have similar situations, and Christy and I, and we'll be working with Ron and a lot of the states. We're going to work something where the farmers can be responsible for some of the people that have been. They have people around for 10, 15 years that they know very well. We're going to put them responsible. And we're going to issue a form of a card or document, and the farmer is going to be responsible for these people. They're not going to have citizenship, but they'll be working, they'll be paying taxes. We need to get our farmers the people they need, otherwise our farmers aren't going to be able to do their land. You know, it was tried once before, many, many years ago, where there was a very strong guy, and he got everybody out, and every farm almost in the country, but every farm in California, every farm in Iowa, almost all the farms went bankrupt. They had nobody to work, and we don't want to have that situation. So we're going to work it. We're going to put our farmers and others in charge of the people that they have under them. They know the people, and I think it's going to work out really well. We're going to take care of our farmers, but we're going to get the criminals out. Okay? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Mr. President, how do you respond to critics who fear that a 3,000-bed detention center and the waste that could produce will pollute the surrounding...
Let's see, we got a super chat. Justice for all means nothing in Trump's America. What do you mean by that? Please explain. Obama deported 3 million people, fun fact, and 80% of them didn't show due process, didn't get due process, didn't get court hearings. I have the article pulled up on my computer if you would like to see it. Would you like to see it? Conrad, would you like to see it? Would you like to see it? If you're talking about due process, Obama didn't give 80% of the 3 million people he deported due process. Is that what you're talking about, Arnold? Is that what you're talking about? Well, not just Trump, not just Obama, multiple presidents didn't give due process. They didn't give a court hearing. They didn't let them speak to a judge. None of that. No, I'm just pointing out the facts that many Democrat presidents didn't give due process. Well, okay, at least you're not a hypocrite. I appreciate the super chat. but many presidents didn't give due process. It's nothing new here. If you guys want to see the source so badly, drop a super chat. I'll show you the article and the source for Obama. But to argue against courts as wildly to show no candor, it's disgusting. Well, you know, there's 10 other presidents that disobeyed Supreme Court orders. So maybe you can tell Abraham Lincoln it's disgusting that he told the Supreme Court that he's not going to listen to them about slavery. Because if Abe Lincoln just bowed down to the Supreme Courts and did whatever they wanted, then there would still be slavery around. Hey, good morning, YM. How are you? Trump is like Lincoln. Trump is a monster. Well, do you have any other requests or anything you guys want to talk about? Just drop a super chat. I think that was a good one, Carnold. I'll give you credit for it. But I don't really agree because many other presidents didn't give due process. I don't know what you mean. He's not giving liberty for all or whatever your super chat was. Liberty and justice for all. I think he is giving liberty and justice for all. If you enter the country illegally, the first thing you do when you come to America is break the law, expect to be sent to Alligator Alcatraz or deported. How did World War III turn out? Yeah, it turned out like it ended in 12 days. Trump is also trying to unite the country. It's the deranged son of a bitches that want to call names and can't have a conversation without screaming out their lungs and calling someone a name because they don't like their political opinions. This is nothing like internment camps, okay, buddy? This is nothing like internment camps. I didn't realize internment camps had doctors, 3 meals a day. Will they remember this just like when Obama put kids in cages? They don't even remember that. I don't think they'll give a damn about Trump in 10 years, unless he's still president, which I hope he is. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel, guys. This is not Alligator Alcatraz is nothing like a concentration camp. Alligator Alcatraz has higher quality of standards of living than federal penitentiary. Isn't that nice of Ron DeSantis to do so? Smash the like and subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions you want me to read out loud or talk about or debate, drop a super chat. Even if we don't agree, I really appreciate everybody down below. Men on the left do better. How? What do they do better at? Doing whatever their woman tells them to do and bowing down like a little boy? What do they do? Listening to whatever the mainstream media tells them, like put on their mask and do as we say. Is that what they do better at? I think they take commands better. They listen to propaganda better. Whatever you tell them, they believe. No, I didn't wear a mask. When the mainstream media was screaming at me to put on a mask, I did not wear one. And I didn't stay in my house either. I did whatever I liked. And guess what? I never got the vid. I never died on the street like they lied and told me I would. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from. All sheep. Where is y'all herder? CNBC is the new herder. When you were cowering inside your home, I was traveling the world. I don't agree with everything Donald J. Trump does or says. If anyone wants me to critique him or say some things I don't like about Trump, all you gotta drop is some super chats and say critique Trump. When liberals compare modern things to Nazi Germany, it disparages and devalues every single victim of Nazi Germany. They have invaded our sovereignty. Abso-fucking-lutely. That is disgusting that liberals call people with red hats. They don't even know Nazis. You know how many Jewish people wear this hat? At the same time, they want to say, oh, Trump supports Israel too much. He supports the Jewish community too much. 2 seconds later, just because they don't like someone wearing a damn red hat, you're a Nazi. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. I'm going to read this comment one last time because I really like it. For the liberals in the back, for the radical leftists in the back, when liberals compare modern things to Nazi Germany, it disparages and devalues every single victim of Nazi Germany. They have invaded our sovereignty. Damn right. Damn right. Calling us Nazis and calling Trump a dictator is fucking horrendous. I have no problem with the radical left and the Democrats. I do fight against them quite often, but if they come at me with a niceness, they're a decent person, they don't name call me, they don't, call names, they don't try to start fights, they're just talking about political things and such like that, we can be friends. I have nothing wrong with radical leftists, Democrats. I have some of them in my family. But when they come at me, call me a Nazi, calling me different names like this, all kinds of bullshit like this, then that's when I realize that these people are Democrats. Not all Democrats. Just maybe, probably more than 50% of them are Democrats, Diddycrats, whatever you want to call them. Because all they do is they don't like to have a civil discussion. They like to name call and personally attack you. They don't want to talk about politics and policies because that's where they lose. But guess where else they lose? They lose the minute they attack you personally or try to attack you personally because most of their insults are, not smarter than a 5th grader. What policies did Harris run on? Abortion and no tax on tips that she stole from Trump. Awesome. Amazing, Harris. So intelligent. If you want to debate me on policy, you can join my Discord. Link in bio. Link in my chat. Link in my YouTube bio if you want to debate me, you want to talk about policy. But don't come trying to name call and leave death threats. That's when you get kicked the fuck out. Thank you, Manchu. You're a great moderator. These people are annoying as fuck and they're mad that I'm spitting the facts. Liberals be confusing genders with Baskin Robbins. Yeah, I got bad news for the liberals. There's only 2 genders. Cry about it. That's federal law under Donald J. Trump. Federal law. No more X. No more bullshit little writings in your passports and your IDs. That shit is fucking gone. Federal law. Male or female on your federal documents. I don't know, Luke, why didn't you cry when the dollar was down 20% under Biden? You didn't say a word then, did you? If you guys have any more comments or questions, feel free to drop some super chats and let me know where you guys are coming from. Anything you want me to read out loud, any requests. Should Trump run for a 3rd term? Honestly, it depends how he does now. I think he's doing great. Depends how he ages as well. But in my personal opinion, hell yeah, I would support Trump in 2028. Only because I saw how they cheated and how much illegal shit they did in 2020. I don't have a call-up number. I don't do call-ups and debates. I do face-to-face debates. If you want to join, you'll have to be on a split screen. You'll be on this side. I'll be on this side. And we can talk and have a discussion. If you want to set that up, You can join my Discord, link in my bio, and we can set it up. Other than that, I don't have like a call-in channel. This isn't Dean Withers. This is not Dean Withers. I'm not going to sit here and debate a bunch of college students and shit like that. Very original. We've only heard that about 1,000 million times to every single red hat wearing person on the internet. I love how original the radical leftists are with their insults. They all just use the same shit to every single person wearing a red hat. There's no pandemic. There was no pandemic. No, there might been a bad sickness out there, but there was no pandemic. When you read about the pandemic on Wikipedia, it sounds like it was the end of the fucking world. Like you would just go outside and people were falling to the ground dying. That's exactly what they told you 5 years ago, and you already forgot about how they manipulated the fuck out of you 5 years ago and try to convince you to stay inside your house for 3 years. They sound like the mainstream media who repeats all the same lies. Lots of people died. And if they died from a car crash and you tested them and your little COVID kit said that they had COVID, then it was relayed as a COVID death, not as a car crash. I have no diseases and I don't have a jab, so cry about it. Let's play some more Trump, though. Unless you guys have any other super chats or anything else you want to say, we're going to play some more Trumps.
Federal protected land, including land that both administrations have invested billions of dollars in restoring.
Well, I was one of those that invested billions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars right here in the Meadowlands, but in the Everglades, and the Meadowlands too in New York. If you look at what we did up there, speaking of the Meadowlands, a lot of places like this, but this is a very unique one. One thing I'll say about this land, we'll be gone 1,000,000 years and this land is still going to be here. It's not going to be much different. You'll have the water moccasins, you'll have the alligators. You may not have people, but you're going to have all those animals. They're going to be around, and you got plenty of them out here. I think it was a brilliant choice, and I think almost anybody in his or her right mind would say this was a brilliant choice. I give the governor a lot of credit for using this piece of land. In addition to that, it's on top of something that was already developed. It's an airport. You know, you have the runways, you have so it's already been developed. So it's not like you're dropping dirt right into the thing. There was zero movement of that. That was done many years ago because the airport's very old, but it was an abandoned railroad, an abandoned airport. And frankly, it's like perfect. And you can do expansion on this site substantially without doing anything. So the people, I heard them complaining about the Everglades. There's no, I don't think you've done anything to the Everglades. I think you're just enhancing it. This was already here. How long has the airport been here?
Decades.
Many decades, yeah.
And they have, Kevin, all these guys, you know, have a waste plan, like the wastewater gets trucked out, potable water gets, literally, they have, even our DOT has put things up in case there's any seepage, which we don't. So you are literally doing this on concrete that's already here. So I don't think those are valid and even good faith criticisms, because it's not going to impact the Everglades at all. The president's been a champion. We've been a champion, really changed the game in Florida on it. I think it's just people don't want to see illegal immigrants deported, and that's their ideology, and they have a right to that. But illegal immigration is unpopular, so they know that they're going to have less effect. So they're going to say, oh, well, no, it's just about the Everglades. But really, I think a lot of those people, they just don't want to see illegals deported. Because if you actually hear everyone's here, you obviously know there's zero land that's being disturbed.
Zero land being disturbed, guys. Zero land. Who's a jerk? Our lovely president? I'm sure that's what you're calling him. He's a great man. President Trump is a great man. This ain't no tampon Tim's waltz Tim Walsh channel. If you guys have any questions, any videos you want me to play, any requests, or if you just want to support the channel, drop some super chats, guys. It would be much appreciated. Pooh Manchu, since you're a moderator, can you say drop super chats for questions, comments, anything you want to read? I'll pin it. Would be much appreciated. Tampon Timmy. You sound jealous. Let me know if you guys have any questions, anything like that. Trump loves freedom. And Trump loves you. Smash the like and subscribe button. Free Palestine of Hamas. Much appreciated, Pooh Manchu. I'll pin that now. Am I German? No, hell no. No, I'm not going to do that. That would just make me more sick. I don't have to answer anything, but I do answer all super chats. Is he a felon? Who? Trump? I didn't see your comment. If you want me to read something so badly, drop a super chat. Am I sick? Yes, I am sick. Nothing's wrong with being German, but I'm not German. I don't even look German. Angel Rivas is mad. I don't see your comment. If there's something you want me to read or talk about, drop a super chat. I read every single super chat out loud. Quit time. Liberal men do better. I'm still waiting for you to tell me how liberal men do better. And I kind of find it funny that most Democrats aren't even actually liberal. Do you know what the definition of liberal is? Please, someone comment down below if you know the definition of liberal. That means you're open-minded, basically, to other people's ideas and things like that. Most Democrats aren't open-minded to other people's ideas and beliefs. They fucking scream at you and yell at you and cry their eyes out if you don't agree with their beliefs. Most Democrats are not liberal men. But I think that's a hilarious comment. Liberal men do better. Liberal men do better. How do they do better? Are they more empathetic? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, I guess that's how they can do better. Oh, liberal men need to do better. Did I misread it wrong? Okay, I see what you mean. Liberal men need to do better. I didn't understand because you commented, you dropped 2 super chats before, and you said liberal men do better. So now I can understand. Liberal men need to do better. I would even argue that Trump supporters and conservative men actually have more empathy than liberals and liberal men and Democrats. Because if you have empathy, you would have empathy for all the American citizens that have to pay for all these illegal immigrants. And their hard-working hours and their overtime taxes going to fund illegal immigrants living in our country that don't deserve to be here. It's not a human right to be living in America. I'm sorry. But thank you, New Jersey Fly Plum. Much appreciated. A parade for our military is absolutely worth any amount of money. But paying for illegals living in our country is not worth $1. I'm sorry, no. Every taxpayer pays for illegal immigrants. That's the sad truth. If you want me to read your question, drop a super chat. Everyone else can do it. You can do it too. Okay, let's continue with DJT here. Oh, I muted it.
This thing is really solid. So it's been there a long time. It's going to be here a long time. And it was a great choice of a say. Thank you. Yes, please. Brian, go ahead.
Yes, sir. The people of Syria were recently seen on the streets waving American flags, chanting Trump, Trump, Trump. They're so appreciative of the economic sanctions that was lifted on that country, giving them a little bit of hope for prosperity. You want to comment on that?
Well, they're great people, and the man that is leading them has a reputation. You know, he's the head of some pretty tough organizations, and a lot of people criticized me for that. I said, well, what are we going to do, take him out of a day school, a country day school? It's going to be, by nature, I would think, Ron, they'll be pretty tough, and he is pretty tough, but I think I met him, spent a lot of time with him, good guy. I took off the sanctions.
Now, this is a dumb comment. They are also paying for you. First off, I'm not on any federal benefits of any kind. No Section 8 housing, no Medicare, no food stamps, none of that. So, how did they pay for me? They don't pay anything for me.
Do that, they wouldn't have had a chance. And Syria has a chance. You know, the people are great. They work hard. They're very smart.
I pay everything for them.
Professionals, accountants, and lawyers, and doctors, and high academic credentials in that part of the world. And I think it's going to work out great. I took off the sanctions, and they were very appreciative. They were shocked, but they were very appreciative. And we're giving them a chance at survival. With the sanctions, it couldn't have worked. Thank you.
Mr. President, your beloved New York City. Your beloved New York City may well be led by a communist soon, Zoran Mandani, who in his nomination speech said he will defy ICE and will not allow ICE to arrest criminal aliens in New York City. Your message to communist Zoran Mandani.
Well, then we'll have to arrest him.
Another super chat. Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. NJ equals Nick James. Good job, man. It's okay to be white. Absolutely. It's crazy how much white hate. I mean, I'm not saying other people don't get hate, but it seems like white people are the ones that always get called racist and sexist and fascist and all this bullshit. Nick James. Thank you, Nick James. Nick James, Fly Plum. Much appreciated for your super chat, brother. Hope you're having a great hump day, a great Wednesday. Now, let's watch a little bit more of Trump, and there's some other things I want to play as well, some other videos.
Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but if we have one, I'm going to be watching over him very carefully on behalf of the nation. We send him money. We send him all the things that he needs to run a government. And by the way, they get about 3 times what you get, Ron. If you look at the per capita, Florida gets...
Struggling with research papers.
Oh, lovely. Struggling with research papers. I'm not in my YouTube Premium account, unfortunately, right now. And we're going to continue with the video. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my spot. Dude, white people are the most persecuted people on the planet right now. I mean, white farmers are persecuted in South Africa. They're killing white farmers in South Africa. Everyone's coming for the white man right now. I'm proud of my white ancestors for being part of building the great nation. I'm also proud of the blacks, Hispanics, Asians, etc. Americans have helped make the country great. Absolutely.
Not have socialism in this country. In the speeches, I say, well, what? They skip socialism. And you get a lot of them like that. And you see AOC, she's out there with her, bad IQ. She's out there ranting and raving about how wonderful he is. And look, so far he's winning. He still has a race to win, but so far he's winning, and he has an advantage as a Democrat in New York City. I was there a long time ago, and it was a long time since the Republican won the city. Yeah, but you would think that a Republican would be able to win. Or you have a good independent running, Mayor Adams, who's a very good person. I helped him out a little bit. He had a problem, and he was unfairly hurt over this question. he made a statement to the effect that this is terrible. New York City can't have all these immigrants come in. And like he was indicted the following day. And I said, that was a phony indictment. And it was a phony indictment. That was a Biden indictment. I said, don't feel bad. I got indicted 5 times every time you opened your mouth. That was a bad group. That was a very dangerous group, I will tell you. These were not nice people. That was the only thing they could do. They had no policy. They had no skill. They had no anything. But they were very good at that. They were vicious, vicious, horrible people. Thank you very much. Yeah, please go ahead.
Anna Giortelli with Washington Examiner. Governor DeSantis has proposed using National Guard, deputizing them as immigration judges to get through this massive backlog of people in the immigration court. Would you be open to that?
Yes, he has my approval. That wasn't too hard to get, was it? He didn't even have to ask me, James. You didn't even need James to ask me. He has my approval, okay? I also like what he's doing in Okeechobee. He has my
Another amazing super chat from Nick. Last one. If you don't love America, bye-bye, Felicia. Quit time for the Islamics and anti-Western buffoons. Anti-West buffoons. These are the same people that have managed to destroy lots of Western nations. I would argue America is the strongest nation and country in the West right now. Look at all these other Western countries. They are fucking destroyed. America is the only one that's building strength right now. Western Europe is destroyed. Canada is destroyed. The majority of the West is destroyed. America is the last hope of the West. And these anti-West radical Islamics want to destroy that. Now, there's nothing wrong with being Muslim and such like that, but when you're a radical Islamic, I don't appreciate that. Even if you're a radical anything, if you're a radical Christian that wants to kill people, that's horrible. Doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, but the facts are there's more radical of those people than there are radical Christians at the moment. No, radical means that you want to kill someone because they don't agree with, that's not the definition, but mostly to me, radical means you want to kill someone because they don't line up with their ideas. Canada is a failed society. Sorry. Failed government society. I love the word radical. Rather be a radical Christian than a radical Islamist. Agreed, brother. 1,000 fucking percent. 1,000%. I know it's in the Quran and I know it's in the Bible. I'd rather be a radical Christian. There's nothing wrong with being a radical Christian as long as you're not actively killing people or calling for the death of another nation. Extreme in your beliefs. I guess that is the definition. You're extreme in your beliefs. You can be extreme in your beliefs without, causing the death of other people. Donald Trump is never leaving office. You got 3.5 more years. Trump doesn't want to ban people of religion. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, you're a radical. Look at Britain, where you can be arrested for telling someone to speak in English. In England! Bingo, we don't call for death. Well, I'm not saying that everyone calls for death, but just saying, look at what's in the Quran. Most Christians don't call for the death. We've been really, really kind since the Christian Crusade a long, long, long time ago. That was the Christians' biggest mistake. But the Islamics have had things worse than the Christian Crusade, in my personal opinion. But I don't want to get into religious history right now. Well, that's fine for you. That's fine for you. Everyone can have their opinions. Yes, you do. How do you know? I know EU and Europe aren't the same. I'm in Europe right now, actually. And I'm not in an EU country because the EU seems to fuck everything up. Who knows? Maybe one day the EU will try to press charges against me for speaking my fucking mind against them. But the EU is fucking failed, brother. There's maybe only 4 countries or 5 countries in the EU that, do not fucking obey the EU laws that are actually decent. I wouldn't even call them laws, but EU requests. Propaganda that the EU tries to push. Biden didn't even run in 2024. He dropped out and quit. What are you talking about? If you think any country is surviving the next 50 years, let alone 5, is ridiculous. What a crazy fucking comment. Some country will always survive no matter what. What do you think war is when we start war with the Middle East? Let's talk about war for a second. Bombing another country is not the same thing as signing a declaration of war. Just so we're all clear. I don't have COVID. Anyway, let's get back to Trump. Let's play a bit more of Trump.
Approval for that. I don't know. We worked that out. But
Brexit is Trump, but Brexit is going bad.
Please.
President Trump, Jake Stillman with Action News, Jax from up in Jacksonville. There's some talk about a facility similar to this up in Camp Landing. Has that been approved by DHS? If not, what's the timeline? When could we see ground break on that?
Well, I'll ask Ron or James to talk about it. You want to mention it, James?
EU will survive, probably. They have a fuck ton of money, but I'm not saying the society is going to be good to live in. Yeah, I agree, Hitman. I agree.
You know,
guys are going to keep going. Yeah.
Mr. President, just specifically, the response for proposals is out for that today. It closes, I can't even remember what day of the week it is, but it closes on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Then we will do notice to proceed. So I would say right after our wonderful Independence Day.
Hell no, it ain't better than the USA.
Another big runway there.
The EU ain't better.
I love these runways. It's very convenient, I must say. Having a runway is a nice thing. Today you don't get runways approved, I will tell you. It's tough to get a runway. Although in the age of Trump, you get them approved fast. We're approving massive electrical bins, what they call.
Oh, I like your comment. You said, boy, you got a little bit of energy, but I can't give you mine. Well, I got bad news for you. You've been giving me your energy for the last hour. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining in. I appreciate you for being mildly respectful. But you're giving me your energy already. I'm not going to speak about Brexit. I'm not extremely educated on this topic.
Big electrical facilities for all of the factories and the AI that's coming in. They're going to build their own electric. They're going to be really, they're going to be made into electrical providers. They're going to have a lot left over. They'll put it into the grid. I think they're going to end up doing so much. They'll put it into the grid. Won't even cost anything from their standpoint. But so we have a lot of that happening. We get approvals fast. But I was just saying, runways are hard to get, but we'll get them now. But in the past, I would say over the past 30, 40 years, when you could get a runway, that was considered.
Quality of life is what you make it. And there's more money-making opportunities in the U.S. than the EU. And I'm not saying the EU is bad. There's some countries that in the EU are good. And I'm not saying Europe is bad. I'm in Europe right now, but I'm in the good part of Europe. Western Europe is a shithole. I'm telling you this. There's heroin addicts everywhere, all over the street. I don't need to look it up. Quality of life and all these things that you're talking about is what you make it for yourself. You're talking about quality for freeloaders is better in Europe. Yeah, quality for freeloaders is better in Europe. I agree. Congratulations. You win the argument. But you can build whatever kind of life you want.
Ben, go ahead. Yes.
President Trump, Laverne McGee, News 6, Orlando. You fulfilled several campaign promises along with the help of Governor Ron DeSantis. What is the next campaign promise that you plan to fulfill to the American people?
So
they don't rank better in GDP or money making. They don't rank better there. They don't rank better in opportunity cost and level of millionaires. They don't rank better there. If you're talking about sucking up free insurance and free healthcare and all that shit, and barely working any hours and barely making any money, yeah, sure, Europe wins. But you've probably never lived there before. You've probably never lived in a Western society. Hey, Pooh Manchu, please let these people talk. We only have 26 viewers in here. I think a lot of people might have left because they were just here to hate. We gotta let them, in the next live streams, if you're moderating, please let them say what they want, unless they say something absolutely fucking horrific. Cost of life actually isn't lower in a lot of places in Western Europe. Like Spain, like if you want to live in a big city in Spain, it's pretty much the same cost as the US. And if you want to live in a big place in Germany, like Berlin or somewhere like that, pretty much the same cost. If you want to live in a big place in France, like Paris, could be even more than the US. So no, not really. If you want to live in a non-EU Eastern European country, yeah, it can be, a bit cheaper. If you love Europe so much, why don't you go live there? You've never been there. Dude, I lived in Spain for 2 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was there 2 weeks ago, and Qatar, the leader of Qatar, who's great, and the leader of UAE, who's great. These are very substantial people, very smart people, and good people. And all three of them said essentially the same thing, along with many other
No,
people.
I'm not an
Just like
Estonian.
NATO's we took it up to 5%. Nobody can believe that one run. That would be a hard one. Nobody believes that what happened in NATO, over $1 trillion a year from like nothing. It was an honor. But every leader said that a year ago, this country was dead. They had no confidence in the United States. They really felt it was a dead country and it was going to.
All right, Pooh Manchu, I appreciate you being a moderator. I appreciate you, but next time, can you be a little bit more open to letting, like the liberals like to say, let them be a little bit more liberal. I know we're conservatives, but be a little bit more liberal in the chat. Let them say what they want, stuff like that, because I think it killed the views a little bit. But that can happen. That's okay. We still had a great, successful live stream. I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Maybe in another 5 or 10 minutes. But views dropped off significantly. I don't know what happened here. I really don't. A lot of people went to work. I know that. I don't live in Spain anymore. I said I lived in Spain for 2 years. And that was under Biden's presidency. I guess you can't listen very well. Your listening skills aren't there all the way. We got 13 people left in here. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And let me know where you guys are coming from here. Let's try to see if we can revive the views a little bit. But do not censor any more people. I don't care if they're talking shit. For the rest of this live stream, we'll let anyone say whatever they want. We'll try to revive this. If not, we will work on some videos. You'll check out my Discord for a debate. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Hope to see you. No, Dems scream. I raise my voice. Talking with a strong, good stream. Keep it up. I'll be civil next time. You were civil, brother. You were civil. You were more civil than the Democrats and the radical leftists. Much appreciated, though. We have more videos coming. I'm trying to post some travel videos. I got 2 travel videos I'm working on, and I'm also gonna post a couple. What is it called? A couple political videos and political debates and political discussion videos on my channel as well. What is it, Jacob? Egg prices are already down 60 to 80%. Someone said egg prices are €2 in Germany. That's equivalent to about $2.50. Some states in the U.S. have lower egg prices than that. I just got a warning from YouTube about questioning Trump. Why do I not believe you? YouTube hates Trump. They're super radical leftists. They don't like you talking about the jab. No, I'm not in Arizona. I want to see Europe. Show us Spain sometime. Well, I'm actually from Florida. I'm a United States citizen, but this is Europe right here in the background. I have lots of videos of Spain. I can repost them on my channel. I'll repost some Spain content soon, probably this week. Some shorts, so check my YouTube shorts if you want to see stuff of Spain. But I'm going to post a travel video. One is Bosnia, second is Kotor Montenegro, Alpine Coaster. Jacob is mad. I'm traveling. It's summertime, Jacob. But you can cry about it. Oh, crybabies in chat. I guess you never left the country. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Radical leftists in chat. Anyway, we got 17 viewers in here. I really appreciate all the super chats. I really appreciate everyone supporting the channel that loves America. Just know, I love you. Trump loves you. And America loves you. Have a great hump day. I'm not in Spain. Once again, I've said this 5 times now. I used to live in Spain, but I don't live there anymore. I'm from Florida. I'm a United States citizen. I'm traveling around right now, and I'll go to Florida soon. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Peace out, guys. We'll go live again tonight, actually. We'll have a guest on tonight, actually, on the show. So maybe around, I don't know, maybe around 4 or 5 p.m. we'll have a guest on. Peace out, guys. If you want to join my Discord for debates, political discussions, or just to connect with me, link in the bio for the Discord. Peace out, guys. Okay, awesome. You'll be back. Awesome, Kevin. Good job. Thank you, brother. Peace out, guys. See ya.